Why I don't see this here? Why I don't see this? My video capture. Now we are live. Now we are live. Now you should see me. Now you can check on YouTube.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, it should be coming. Ah, this is the. No, is it? No, it's not. It's old. Isn't it? It's old. It's not live. This we have to delete again out. Can you check if there's a live now? It should be live now, really live.
It have been live 6 minutes ago.
But this was the private which I made into public. Now we are really live, I think. Can maybe check it.
6 minutes ago. It's the same one. You cannot delete that. Or do you?
Now one is there. You're there. One you're there. No?
Yep.
Good morning. First trades are in. Good afternoon. Trading here the prop trading account and trying to do some intraday trades for the US 30. We're opening the first position quickly after the open. You see here the small range that we had this morning. And we had a breakout of the range, had a quick interruption of the momentum, and then we were gaining again momentum, and in the momentum we were trying to build up the first position. We are now trying to build up more positions still. And you see here as well the green moving average on the lows, and this is the place where I would like to get into another position. Need to still get here the display capture. I don't see your desktop today.
No.
I don't see your desktop. I don't know why. Maybe we can have to check that.
Wait.
Okay, now we are going into buying as well the second position.
I can come in now.
You could.
When it touch the green line. See?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, here.
So what I did right now is I just opened a second position to get in a small pyramid. First trade here with the momentum increase. Now we are expecting the momentum could stay with us for a while, and trying to get here in with the second position, and just observing now how the market continues. Can you check here on
the first 6 minutes of this
I will
previous?
delete out. This is.
Okay.
Can I go there? Right mouse click on this icon.
Wait.
No, this one.
Right mouse click.
Capture settings. Of interest. Audio source. I think it should be fine. It should be working. Don't know why it doesn't. Don't know why I don't get you. Was working so nicely yesterday. Don't know why I don't get you actually. I don't see you. That's weird.
This is closed.
I told you the whole time already. I told you the whole time already. Okay, I think I need to leave the trades because we're closing below.
It means I need more coffee.
Seems like. More coffee needed.
Okay. And my stop loss here should be.
You calculated with how many points?
It is 88. Is here with this 8,000. Means that around here it kicked me out.
So we have to wait now. Should not close now anymore below the spike. So if it closes below the spike, then later on, I think we have to take the position out for the time being, but at the moment we can still relax a bit on it.
Okay. How much? According to this.
What do you
12 and I did it with 18. Your stop loss
my
should be this.
stop loss is now usually when we are closing here below the spike, I go out.
Virtual, okay. In this moment, this means.
What do you mean?
We keep quiet.
Yeah.
It's still above.
We're
This line.
still above the range as well, so it's fine. As long as it's getting very critical when we're closing below the range, below the opening range. Then it might be getting critical.
In this time frame, it's possible to see also the diversion here in the RSI.
Now you see a negative divergence actually in this one. No, you don't see. Yes, you see a negative divergence here because you made here. Should be able to show it. I cannot show it on the screen right now, and we don't get your screen there, unfortunately. I don't know why, but maybe tomorrow your screen will be there.
Weird.
It's on already.
See?
Okay, I think I need to go soon out of this trade, unfortunately. Wait, if we close below, when we close below. Staying still quiet a bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks pretty weak.
Mm-hmm.
You should try again to share my screen.
Let me try. Let me try. Where is it here? In the source. No, I don't see you.
It's not there available.
Nope, I don't see you.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yep, you have to say goodbye probably soon.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, now if you're breaking into the range, then go out.
Yes. DowJones.
I'm trying to plan here. If we get here a retouch and another peak to the upside, I'm trying to get here another buy position in, a small one.
Where?
Above the high of the candle right now. Let me. So in case of we're coming now back to the opening range, it might be we get here some support, and I place a buy stop order here above the high of the current candle, current 2-minute candle, and if we get executed, I have the third position in and trying to. So here's the pending order with the gray line. But I need to leave the positions if we are leaving the opening range to the downside. If you have any questions, you can always use the chat, of course, as always. Now we are breaking in. What a start today. That looks. What a fuck.
playing with my feelings.
Ay.
Do you want more coffee?
Sit.
Should I prepare?
You can.
Or just wait for the moment?
No, wait now.
It is kicking me out. So.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, today we start with a bad turn. It was starting pretty nicely, momentum came in, but now we get a shift in the turn, we get into the opening range. And if we cannot keep the opening range, I have to unfortunately take the positions with a loss and have to try to get in some other trades. Started very promising, but turning now, looks like.
Close in 3, 2. It is hurting me.
It's hurting.
It's hurting me.
Yes, it hurts always. Losses always hurts, unfortunately. The more happy we are when we are winning. This looks not good.
No, I'm close. I'm out. Bye-bye. I'll take a coffee better.
Do that. I probably also will be out very fast.
You have still coffee. Bring it.
This actually too, what you're seeing here, the account is a Sabio trade account. This is a prop trading account. We are trying to reach here a profit of 10% to get the account funded. And we are having here trades open, which is swing trades from the sentiment strategy that we're explaining in the webinars. And what we are trying to do now is to add a little bit is intraday positions and trying to trade here the US Open. Mainly, we will give you insights in this, how we are doing that. You see already the idea of the strategy is pretty simple. We are trying to get a range broken the beginning, trying to get onto the momentum. Here in the momentum, we wanted to build up the position, which unfortunately was not working today very nice. Immediately with the second position, the momentum turn came, but as long as the opening range is not left to the downside, I can still keep onto the positions, but I have to be careful if the opening range, if the opening price of today is like violated to the short side, I should be careful with the longs and should probably take the long positions out, even if they're in the loss. So no hope on that one, just cutting the losses in a way that we are not risking too much on the losses. We are now here talking only about 0.25% of a loss in this very moment if I would have to close right now. So this is absolutely fine. Because we have to keep an eye on our limitations, on the drawdown limitations we get as a rule. And this is why I have to here then take probably the emergency brake actually. The emergency exit, not the emergency brake, the exit. If you're interested in the training on this strategy, for example, for the sentiment, you find it on the YouTube channel of Sabio Trade. There is the webinars as a recording available when we are talking about the limitations of the drawdowns, if we are talking about the strategy, how it's executed, how you find out the sentiment, and how you take decisions especially as well on the sentiment. And we are also tomorrow still doing a webinar, live webinar, Savio Trade. So you're very welcome to watch us live tomorrow evening, Central European time, around 7 p.m. It is then the 29th of April. I'm seeing that I don't have electricity plugged in somehow at the moment, so let me check that, because otherwise my laptop will soon be without energy, which is not nice. Let me check that. Where's the problem? Is the power supply? Okay, that is fixed. Okay, now we see that we get a rejection on the opening range. So let me try if I can now maybe get the position here to 42.66, put it down a bit. $42.77.
Don't tell me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
So of course, in the moment when we're building up positions, like now we get in the third execution for this morning. And now we have to really be careful if this is now turning out to be turning into a real downtrend. Of course, now I have another 0.2 lots in. So in total, we are talking now 0.6 lots in terms of that the risk is not getting too high. So the absolute loss I would like to achieve, can achieve, is maximum 0.5%, which would be $100 on the account. This is what my risk management on the prop trading account is. So if I'm hitting here minus 100, I need to get out here with all, right? And this is I can do here with the function, which is pretty nicely to use. You can clear all positions with one click. You confirm and then you are out. I hope we don't need it. Let's see. Oh.
Should I open a new one?
No.
Why?
Because you have no signal.
Look.
You want to try it?
Yep.
Good.
I'm gonna retrace a little bit.
We're just trying still to get in the second screen from Liz as well, but unfortunately, I'm not able to get it to get the source at the moment. I don't know what's the problem. It's a little bit technical issue. In the test, did everything work? But today is the first occurrence of the live stream, so some technical issues might happen, unfortunately. We are sorting this out, and because then we can also have the second screen here, and to show as well the account that Liz is trading with the intraday strategy, and as well she uses the algorithmic trading on the DAX and on gold, which we can also talk about. Guys, if you're interested, just give us a feedback. We can also talk about then about the algorithmic trading, which is available for small accounts, for bigger accounts, whatever. And by this, trying to get a smaller account up pretty fast, hopefully. But you know, pretty fast means also like having a certain kind of risk appetite. It's always risk and chance are always going hand in hand. And we have here still a threshold now of $50. After $50, if I'm minus 100, I'm getting off, coming back tomorrow again with the trade. In case we are still seeing the long movement, we are very, very well positioned to make towards the end of the day a nice profit. But we have to really keep an eye on the risk. And in the intraday trading, we have the opportunity or the burden that we have to stay on the charts if we don't operate here with fixed stop losses. If we are having the risk in the mind, let me say that I want to risk only monetary, then I have to stay on the desk. I cannot run away now, because you could see how fast some movements can go, and you never know if there's maybe coming some interview, something Donald Trump is saying something, Jerome Powell is saying something, some news are coming out. It could go really, really relatively fast, so you have to react as well then intentionally, right? That's the part. So let's stay on and wait. So we see on the two indicators, on the two moving average, that the momentum turns again to the upside right now a bit. You have to be patient. Here we have a comment. Ralph is here. Hey Ralph. Let me read. There's no sound. I'm talking and talking. How can we put the tone out? Settings. I'm trying to fix. Should be working. I don't know why it doesn't work. Can you check it here if we have a YouTube tone sound? Sound check.
Yes.
Should be working. No, it works. I don't know why it doesn't work. Can you check it here if we have a YouTube tone?
Yeah.
Pretty slow Monday today. So why I want to go long might be the question from the one or the other. It's really just about the opening range here. The opening range is determined by the opening price. How exactly it's determined, I'm explaining in the intraday course. But as long as we are not violating the opening price to the downside, I have the idea to go long with the market. But of course, if we are here, we were breaking it, we were coming back. But if we are really breaking now here down to the short side, then I cannot be anymore so much confident about the long side, and I have to at least leave the long positions. If I immediately want to go short is another question. But as mentioned, I have to keep the risk rules in my mind, and have to cut the losses then really quite fast. When we are looking at the trades, for example, here with the DAX, we are in a comfortable position that we have built up here a small pyramid already. this was everything triggered based on the sentiment. And we are now reaching here in an area where we could even thinking soon about to open a third position. This is what we would like to achieve. The trade's running long, and similar idea, to be honest, is the same here on the intraday time frame, just on a much smaller scale, and of course much more noise in the market, right? So it's much more noisy in terms of that false signals can occur, but this is what trading is about. And if we are reaching then a situation that we are able to get a pyramid into running, or more trades to run like we have it here at the very moment, then it's a very good situation that you make much more on the profit side than you lose when you sometimes have to cut out the losses. For example, here we already have a 3 times higher income at this very moment than we took the risk, and both positions actually are already secured with the stop loss. I'm not sure. Yes, both stop losses. You see here the stop loss of the first position lays here at the break even on the second position, and the second position is break even already. So here nothing can happen anymore, just profits at this very moment, right? So and this is the situation we would like to achieve also on intraday, but we would like to, and it's not a wish that we are having here. This is, we have to just listen to the market, monitor and observe how it's going, and managing the risk. This is the important part, I would say.
Good morning. The cocks.
I'm not sure if they're also listenable in the chat, but we have here some nice roosters. They're making their morning concert here. Okay, I'm planning already a fourth position to put in when we're having now the chance that this range is left right now here. I would like to go into another in a fourth position with the momentum. I buy again with 0.2. This is today the size I would like to use. And then we have another pending position right now, and let's see and monitor how this is going.
Do you want to
Oh, cool. No, it's okay. I have here.
put it there? It's okay.
Ralph, is the sound now okay for you as well? Can you hear me? And all the others, maybe give a feedback quickly if the sound is fine, if you can hear us. I don't know how we can get fixed that we can still see the screen of Liz as well.
Yesterday my OBS was opened.
No.
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 Only
Or
in
no,
the
no, only in the eye. Can you double click again there?
here. This is open.
No, this is fine. This I don't need. I need this from the small icon in the tray, the right mouse click. Okay, what is the capture settings? Audio source? No, it's fine. Webcam video source, enable cam. I have no idea why this is not happening.
I close it. I reopen it.
Close, try. Cannot, probably have to. Nice. Try in the tray if it's also closed. Or if this is still open. No, this is still open. This is fine. Maybe exit and reopen once more. In the meanwhile, the Dow tries to recover, and we are shortly before getting executed the fourth position. Ah, okay, great, Ralph. Okay, perfect. Amazing. So what will it be today? Will it be minus 100 or will it be still giving a little bit more on the positive equity right now? This is the question I'm trying to answer myself. With a nice cup of coffee and good entertainment with you guys. Thanks for joining actually.
It's not available.
Is now available. It's now available. So now I can maybe recheck it. So trying to get now. No, doesn't come in and I don't know why. Do I maybe have to open it as well? NDI that it can find it? That could be. Okay, is the fourth position in? Yes, fourth position is in. Fourth position is in, guys. Oh my God, four positions. This is I would have wished an easier start today, to be honest. But it's okay. Maybe I'm kicking off the NDI. Let me go to no. I'm quickly having an empty screen probably for a very little time.
No.
And now I'm trying to re-add the NDI source. I don't know, I don't get a signal from. Okay, no, I don't know. We have to somehow test it then again. I don't know. Now my screen is back in a minute. In a second. I just tested something to get the other screen as well integrated so that we can share the different accounts. No, go to NTSC maybe, the frame rate. Can you try?
Which one?
NTSC. NTSC. No, I don't see you. I don't know. Let's test it later on. Okay. So we are recovering right now from the losses. We are minus 12, minus 6, minus 12 around. Let's see if we are still getting up now. And the lower positions are helping now to recover faster. We are in plus now with the positions. And if the Dow means it good with us, we are still making a new daily high today. And if we're doing this, when we are getting up to plus 100, plus 200 somewhere, we can close the day as well with a nice profits. But still some time to go. You, what's up? What's up? Not too much yet for you. We're waiting here to see what's coming out of this trade actually. The question to be answered is if I have to run away with a little loss, or if we can enjoy some profits. That's the question to be answered. We're trading here on the 2 minutes time frame. We are trying to get funded this account. We're having drawdown limit of 5% a day and a trailing drawdown limit of 6%. of an overall loss is pretty tight risk management required to not get into this limits. And right now you see that here on this moment I'm having still the here I can see it, sorry. Here the real account is not funded yet. This is the goal now, to get it funded. We have the assessment account and we need to reach 10% profits. So we are at the moment having around 1 and something percent in the equity. We're having trades open, and yeah, that's the goal at the moment, and this is what you are able to follow us here. We are trading two strategies on this account, a sentiment strategy in a swing trading area, and this intraday strategy that we are using here for the Dow Jones in the opening hour. And of course, today you see immediately a trade, the real life trading, it doesn't go immediately everything in the right direction. This is why risk management is so much important. So with minus 100 is 0.5% loss of the initial account, which was 20,000. This is my best alternative to run away. Let me say that way. So no, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I call you just, no, I don't know. I have no idea. No, you're telling that you're trading today. That's perfect. So you do something similar what we are doing. I think today will be a good day. Monday overall is a normal red day. That's true. But today the temps are rising, so the chart needs not darky. Okay, not darky. So welcome here. Happy to have you here. So I hope you're right, honestly speaking. I hope you're right, actually, with that today will be a good day. But you know, I'm not sure if you have a similar experience, not darky, that if you have a green Monday, that the rest of the week is rather red, or at least a Tuesday and Wednesday. But let's see. What for me was important, I'm not sure if you are here from the beginning. For me, in the beginning was important, I'm observing the opening price. And I'm trying to get with the opening price to get in the direction of the momentum. So you see here, this was happening. We were immediately leaving the opening price range, had a momentum. I built a first position, second position, and we were diving down back into the opening price area. And now it's looking like we might recover. We might recover a bit. The account at the moment looks pretty okay. We are now reaching again the break-even area. But to get really on a safe mode here, we need still a little bit of a push from that green Monday. The greener the Monday and the more temps are rising, the pump is crazy. Okay, I trust on you. Let's see. Where you're coming from, no darky? We're sitting here in Colombia at the moment. Hey, from Germany. Welcome to my German friends.
Come on.
Come on. Push.
More coffee?
See. More coffee. Guys, give us a feedback. Is it interesting for you when we are trading here live? does it help a bit to understand what we're doing? We can still integrate as well, of course, here the algo trading, what we are doing very often as well, or what we are regularly doing. And of course, we are working on getting in the second screen. I don't know why this doesn't work today, but somehow even hard to fix now while live, while monitoring the trade is pretty tough to get it fixed now. But if it helps, if it's a great thing, then I'm happy to trade this often here with you, or on a daily base mainly.
We will is very nice because here we can see the signals.
See,
MetaTrader. I know. Should I open a second position? Or just here, this point?
Maybe wait for the momentum to raise again.
But the small position, a smaller one, according to the plan.
Okay. You calculated it with the plan?
See. See.
Okay.
I was measuring from here to here.
Measure the distance to below the opening range.
Here?
To below the opening range. It's 112, 113. A little bit lower. Below, yeah, there. 130. Go with 130. What we're doing right now, we are we can show you this in one of the next occurrences. We are calculating according to the trading plan the risk, the position size, and we are measuring for a second position right now. When we are dropping below the opening range, how much risk we can take to stay in our risk limits actually. And I have to run soon away here, or what's that? Now we're dropping again down. Where's the push? No push anymore.
Signal down.
See. $50 at 50% of the risk limit. Again. It's really bad up and down today. It's looking not too nice, unfortunately. Okay, 57. Minus, unfortunately. Let me check if, meanwhile, I get a signal from your screen. Maybe a wonder is happening. No. Okay, I have to raise my positions out. We are getting on minus 100. I need to go out. Where's my open positions? Now I need to emergency exit, unfortunately. So now here is the confirmation button. I need to go. I cannot risk more, unfortunately. So for me, the trading day today is over. Unfortunately, because I was hitting my risk 105% here. So I would have to, for trading further, I would have to wait now for a signal again that we are breaking the price to the downside potentially and coming then into a short situation. That would be an opportunity still that I could see. So meaning right now the opposite signal that I got here long. But unfortunately with the 4 positions, my risk threshold was hit this morning. So this is why I had to here sharply go out, even if the market turns right now. That's the reason for why I have to unfortunately leave the market and take the loss with me. That's bad. That's bad.
Give me more coffee.
So bad. More coffee needed. Okay. Oops.
It's enough, it's enough. Thank you.
That's bad. So as we are not able to show your screen today, I think we are, so let's stay a little bit on still to see how the market is going, to see really how sometimes you have to leave the market and it turns around again. But this is actually very, very important that you are listening always to your risk management. It's really important, because if I'm starting now to hope here, market is going further down, I'm violating immediately my risk measures. And this is something what is really not a good thing to do, because then the risks or the hope, you start up in hoping and not trading anymore according to the plan. And then at the end as well, the whole, how it plays together, like the risk and the rewards, is not anymore balanced, because you get too high losses and you have at the end you have a very hard time to get back into the winning areas. So that's unfortunately the situation, how it is. Backward looking in a backtesting environment, let me tell you as well clearly that you probably might identify such a trade today as a winner, because we were going here up and you say, okay, with the exit management, I would have made a win. But you see that in live trading, when you're trading then according to the system, to the strategy, it can differ, right? So this is why our hit rates in the backtesting sometimes, or in most of the cases, are differentiating from the hit rate in the live trading environment. Maybe also still an important thing to mention. So who we have here? Oh,
Maria.
is Maria.
Hello, Maria from Colombia.
Wait, let's turn here. Look, here's join. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos.
Which?
It's bienvenidos.
No.
Bien.
Is
No.
congratulations.
Congratulations to the loss.
To be brave.
To be brave, of course. We're always brave.
And lose in front of everybody. How is
We're losing in front of everybody and we're winning in front of everybody. It's the good part. We're showing how it is. How are you doing, Maria?
I'm holding the breath.
You're holding the breeze. Why you hold the breeze? Are you sweating? Now I'm getting angry because I went out. I'm getting angry.
Now this is
What the hell? Look at this. It's pushing up now. Aye, aye, aye. Look at that.
this is a nice
Liz is fighting at the moment at the break-even level.
resistance
Yes. Support.
support.
Let me maybe try to fix this. Maybe can still monitor your trade somehow. Because it's interesting. Liz was exiting before a trade and has now a second trade open and is at about to win this trade, hopefully. Maybe can you give us a feedback in the chat if you would like to also know a little bit how, for example, the automatic algorithms are working? Is this something what we should integrate here? Or you want to see only the manual live trading? Why doesn't it give us a signal? I don't understand this, right?
Me neither. It was working perfect.
It was working so easily. It was yesterday when we set it up. When we set up everything, was everything really perfectly running. And today I cannot see the screen anymore. It's really a pity because could be still an interesting situation to observe. Let me try. So I try once more. The screen is totally getting dark. I'm trying once more to get I don't get a signal. It doesn't get a signal through. I don't know why. I really don't know why. In the eye, in the eye, in the eye. We have to fix that.
Look at that.
What happened?
Yeah. Now you're happy because you're out.
Hey,
You
now
can
I'm
be
happy.
happy.
Now I'm happy again.
You
Yeah.
can be happy again.
No. Yes, but it's for your trade. It's also not really nice now. That's really like. Let's see if the support can keep that. It's really fighting. I have 5% daily drawdown limit and 6% trailing drawdown in this account here. This is for the question here from Social Good. Yes, 5% daily drawdown, 6% trailing drawdown. That's what I'm having. So my risk management, what I'm driving, is very conservative because of the 6% trailing drawdown. This is at the end the trailing drawdown, which is pretty tight, of course. So what I'm trying to do is to go with every trade in a risk of 0.5% in overall what I'm gonna lose for each trade, and trying of course to let run the winners as much as I can and building up positions like I did it this morning. I'm not sure if you can see here somehow the trading history for today. You see, unfortunately here we were piling up losses. It looks very bad. 4 losses in a row here, but the problem was not that it's 4 losses in a row. The problem was that they were hitting my 0.5% risk limit, and this is why I had to take them out. I still believe that that we see today a positive US 30 index because we are keeping well around the opening price. It doesn't drop really below the opening price. This makes me quite confident at this moment that we might see still a growing Dow Jones here. Nevertheless, my risk limit was hit. And as I'm trading 2 strategies, when I have a portfolio open, I have to be careful to not, because here the oil trade also looks pretty ugly at the moment in terms of my risk limit. So then it would be already 1% drawdown for today. And if I'm overdoing it with the trading, I could reach and could go very fast into the area of 5%, and then the account would be poof out. So this is why I'm saying no. Unfortunately, when I'm in the intraday hitting 1 loss with the 0.5%, I'm leaving for the day and coming back the next day. Should not have been today, unfortunately. We were nicely recovering before in this area here. We were nicely recovering, and to drop again, and then I had 4 positions in, and unfortunately I reached then my risk threshold. But I'm trying to reach situations like here in the DAX, the trade that is open. I'm trying to reach a multiple of the risk. So here also 0.5% was the risk. Both positions are secured already here on this level. You see, when I go mouse over the first position, the stop loss is on plus 113, and the second position is here at break even. So that means this trade is running at the moment totally free of risk. And if we are seeing the stock markets further recovering, positive for it could be the peace talks about the Ukraine war. Positive could be as well if there's in the tariff discussions, if there is getting loosening the tariff situations, or kind of weakening again the high tariffs which was announced by the United States. That could be positive for the stock markets. We're at the moment in the reporting season as well. So meaning there could come as well nice business results. And if this is growing further, we have here a runner that could deliver a lot of performance. And this is why I don't want to risk too much in the intraday trades as well. Intraday trades are absolutely fine and great if we can pile up in the same way. In the last weeks, it would have been working very, very nicely but we didn't trade the account yet in this moment. We could have piled up such positions kind of also intraday that we get into these areas. And this is the goal actually, because then you have a little bit of boosters inside, because the swing trading of course takes longer, but we would like to as well get the account funded pretty fast, right? This is the goal, because we want to get into the earning stage as prop traders as well. So this is why we're using this kind of intraday boosters in the Dow Jones. Dow Jones has a great volatility, but of course the volatility like today, or it could also work against, and then you have to run away. That's actually it. So, but your question was not about my strategy. Your question was 5% daily, 6% trading drawdown. At least 40,300. If this is gonna happen, 40,378. Yeah, if this is gonna happen, then I would have been very nicely in my profits again. And here, Liz on her account, how is looking? Tell me. Plus. That's good. Recovering.
Try now.
to connect you?
See,
Okay,
check.
let me check. We try to get her the account still from list share because that you also see. No, I don't get you.
Nothing.
Nothing. Why did work yesterday so good? Maybe I would have to restart what I'm having now.
No, no, no.
Okay, so I comment here from how we could redo this now. Not at all, eh? No. Show this account. I don't know this. What's the problem? Here's NDI running here. This maybe could be the thing. Let me try now once more. Remote connection.
The problem now is if I recovered here, I used a smaller position than here.
Yeah, because you got, of course, with the equity down with the balance, so you have to a little bit go down. And but that doesn't matter if it really gets into running.
Could open a.
So you can open more, but wait until we get this position out of the risk more probably. Otherwise, it happens to you the same as it happened to me. You are piling up the losses at the end. I try once more. Is the NDI source here? Maybe get it now somehow. No, I don't know. I don't know. I get not any. I don't get a signal. Okay, I think we can cancel. Okay, I think we are leaving it for today. Huh? Fixing the technical issues and coming back tomorrow with a new trading day. So thanks all for joining us today, and wishing you a happy day, happy end of the day wherever you are sitting, or a good start into the day, and speak to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.